savage, racist, dictator. These are the words used to describe Adolf Hitler. As we know, through experience, or we have been told, that what people call us is not as important as how we view ourselves, our self-image, what we think about ourselves. That is what is important. That being said, I will not be talking about World War II or the crimes Hitler committed. Instead, I will be speaking about his childhood, his education, the influence people had in his life, his political views, and his ambitions. This will help us understand why he did what he did, what was he thinking, and what was his motivation. Hitler's childhood was such that he really desperately wanted to become an artist. His father wanted him to become a civil servant, so he sent him to a school specializing in that field. However, Hitler wanted to become an artist really bad, and what he did was that even though, despite being a gifted student, he purposefully failed that year in hopes that his father would transfer him to an art school. His father, being as stubborn as he was, stood his ground till death. Hitler lost his father at the age of 14, and his sick mother died 4 years later. Having lost both his parents, Hitler was poor. He made his living off of selling some paintings, and he would barely survive. Yet, he would purchase books at the price of starvation. Hitler really hated social democracy. He felt that people were more concerned about securing their seats. He felt that they wanted to secure the majority vote, and in doing so, they didn't really give preference or address the needs of the nation. Hitler was a true and open fascist. He was in the opinion, he really felt that one person should take over the government and be responsible to make strong decisions which were needed for the country in its darkest years. He felt that social democracy was holding the German nation back, and he was disgusted to find that Jews were in the forefront of propagating this government ideology. And going hand in hand with social democracy is propaganda and media. And going through elections, a heavy amount of time is spent in digging up the faults of others and throwing dirt on good men. People who are capable to lead the country, they're bombarded with so much lies and slanders that even an innocent victim is totally helpless and will not be able to attain the office due to false media. And again, media was at that time also dominated by Jews. This was the cause of the hatred. Why Hitler hated Jews so much is because he felt that they were poisoning the country and their social democracy, media, and their lies. Now moving on to Hitler's ambitions. His main goal was to unite the German people. He was elected as prime minister, and they rallied with him till the end of World War II. So in that sense, he did unite the German people. And he wanted to restore the lost glory of Germany by destroying democracy, terminating the Treaty of Versailles. Well, destroying democracy, as I mentioned before, he felt that it was holding the country back. And the Treaty of Versailles, which was signed after World War I, forced Germany into taking full responsibility for World War I and paying for it as well. And when losing the war, Germany was also forced to give up a lot of its land. So his ambition was to get the land back, destroy democracy, terminate the Treaty of Versailles, and eliminate Jews who he thought were poisoning the country. Starting off as an orphan who lost both his parents without any college, Hitler became an excellent orator and a politician who revealed the flaws of the social democracy and led his people. Hitler destroyed a good Jewish population whom he thought were poisoning the country. He united Germany. He united Germany by terminating the Treaty of Versailles, which was definitely holding Germany back and making them pay a lot of money, very absurd. And he united the country by getting back the lost land they lost in World War I. So considering that Hitler accomplished most of his goals, it's quite possible that he died without any regrets, and he thought himself as a great leader.